Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 4 of Today in the World of Wrestling. Tonight we're going to be covering the WWE's Monday Night Raw episode that happened on 6/27/2016. And I got to say, this wasn't a bad show. What do you think, John?
Oh, I absolutely loved it. Thought it
I'm
was
glad
great.
that you're that positive about it. So we started the show off with your typical schmoz of an early Monday Night Raw promo to open. We get Seth Rollins, we get Dean Ambrose, we get John Cena and AJ Styles, and eventually Stephanie McMahon comes out. We got a great sort of acknowledgement of Roman Reigns' suspension from both Seth and Stephanie sets up 2 singles matches for tonight, one being John Cena versus Seth Rollins, where if Cena wins, he gets added to the title match at Battleground, and the other being Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles, where if AJ wins, he gets added to the title match at Battleground.
Great way to keep interest in Battleground with the Roman Reigns suspension looming and
I
everything.
thought that this was a really interesting way to break things up so we didn't get your typical, 2 good guys, 2 bad guys, tag team match kind of format.
Yeah, I really approved of that as well. I agree.
Up next, we had a tag team women's match involving Paige, Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Dana Brooke. Paige got beat down a lot, and then Sasha Banks got the hot tag. I said that wrong. It was Paige and Sasha Banks, not Paige and Becky Lynch. And Sasha Banks got the hot tag and pinned Dana Brooke with the Banks statement. And actually, it wasn't even a pin. It was a submission.
Sasha is so over, and I love it.
My notes are awful tonight. Rusev versus Titus O'Neil. Titus gets the count-out victory, and it looks like they're actually pushing him.
I wish somebody would stop my pain.
You're like Michael Cole from NXT Season 3 holding up the sign, "Stop the pain!"
Absolutely.
We had a backstage segment where Stephanie ran into Kane, and Kane still wants to run SmackDown, but then Miz and Maurice show up, angry. Stephanie sets up a match between The Miz and a mystery opponent tonight for the Intercontinental Championship, so that's more to come later. Up next, we had a battle between Seth Rollins and John Cena. This was a really solid match. As Cena was about to lock in the STF on Seth in the middle of the ring, the club comes out, distracts Cena, and allows Seth Rollins to take advantage by hitting the pedigree and actually getting the 3 count on John Cena.
Seth's on a freaking roll right now. In 8 days, he's beating Roman Reigns and John Cena.
Yeah,
Awesome
man.
stuff.
Up next, we had Enzo and Cass. They came out talking about how they were riding a wave of momentum because of the people, and they wanted the people due to the wave, so they actually got them to do the Mexican wave. But then we basically just got like a 30-second squash match where they destroyed 2 local jobbers, and then the Social Outcasts came out. Bo Dallas said, "We're not soft, we're HARD hard." And then we had a bunch of dick jokes, and then Cass booted Heath Slater in the face and got the Outcasts to leave, only before calling them soft once again.
Fun segment that was very quickly paced. I liked it.
Yeah, we were supposed to get Summer Rae versus Becky Lynch, but it never happened because Natalia's face was just far too punchable for Becky Lynch to pass up.
It really is a horrid face.
She's horrible at everything. I'm going to rant on her tonight on TitWoW, I promise. Up next, we had the Chris Jericho highlight reel with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Sami wants to end the whole thing at Battleground, insists that Kevin Owens is doing this for personal reasons and not just, it's strictly professional. But Kevin Owens continues to insist that no, it is strictly professional, and agrees to the match. So we are going to be getting these guys one-on-one at Battleground. And then Chris Jericho steps in and he's bragging, but by the time he actually gets to drink it in, man, he gets to drink in a Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens boot to the face.
Overall, an incredible segment that made the mid-card seem really legitimate.
Absolutely. And there are no titles involved, so that's actually pretty cool too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our 5th match of the night was The Miz versus his mystery opponent. We actually had the recorder ready just in case this would have been something awesome like a Neville return or a Finn Balor debut, but no, it was Kane. It was Demon Kane, which JBL insists makes all the difference in the world, but it didn't really matter because Maurice faked an ankle injury just as Kane was about to hit a chokeslam on The Miz, and it got The Miz to come out, cater to her, and carry her all the way to the back, taking the count-out loss, but still managing to keep his Intercontinental title. Backstage, Maurice revealed that she was acting, and The Miz said that it was an award-winning performance.
Womp, womp, womp. This was a real wasted opportunity.
Up next was our 6th match of the night, Cesaro and Apollo Crews taking on Sheamus and Alberto Del Rio. ADR turns on Sheamus with an enziguri, and Apollo wins via a very impressive, from a power perspective, powerbomb on Sheamus.
Del Bitchbag still sucks, but I'm very happy for Apollo.
We had a big interaction between the New Day and the Wyatt family, and Xavier Woods is really, really starting to kind of look like he might actually be either sort of empathizing or just really he doesn't want to continue provoking the Wyatt family, and it seems like Bray Wyatt knows that, so he's kind of trying to incite Xavier. But we get the New Day Falls chance and then the jump scare, and then backstage we got more of the New Day being awesome but Xavier not wanting to keep doing this.
An angle with very interesting implications. We'll have to see where it goes.
And finally, our main event of the evening was Ambrose Styles, and Seth Rollins was on commentary. This was interesting because Rollins was cheering for Ambrose just because he didn't want Styles to be added to the match. However, post-match, after Ambrose gets the win on AJ Styles thanks to John Cena cleaning up the club outside, Rollins attacks Dean from behind, and the club beats down John Cena at the top of the ramp to close the show.
Heels rule the world. Baby!